Okay, so hello guys, and welcome to another stream. For some reason, I started streaming on the wrong thing, because Streamlabs OBS had, like, an automatic thing where you can, like, start streaming on, like, a separate profile, but, yeah, I'm actually streaming on the right one now, fortunately. So, yeah, I'm playing Born of Bread, which is a Paper Mario-inspired game, and, yeah... So, I've been looking forward to this for quite a while. I've been following the development of this for a while now, so let's go ahead and get started.
Alright.
Oh, and I like how the profiles here are different types of bread. That's cute. Okay, so we have the opening cutscene here. I really like the art style here. Like, I mean, it's obviously inspired by Paper Mario, but it has its own charm going for it too, which I really like.
Yeah, it's good when they don't just copy exactly
Yeah.
everything. Right.
And this looks pretty good on the Switch, too. Because, I mean, sometimes some games, can look a bit weird, but this actually looks really good on the Switch. Like, just as good as other platforms.
Yeah, I really like these kind of like inspired by games. I think they're always really good that people make them, but sometimes like what I kind of find too lately, Nintendo's been bringing a lot of franchises back that I don't know, I just think it's really cool that Nintendo sort of they bring back these dormant franchises. But it obviously does mean that like games are kind of trying to emulate that style of game, like the older stuff, like especially like, you know, if Nintendo ever decides to bring Rhythm Heaven back or something like along those lines of franchises that haven't had much for a while. Sometimes it can be a little bit weird if there's like a similar styled game being released around a similar time.
Oh, can you read the chat since I'm kind of paying attention to the game here?
Sure. Some controversies. Super Paper Mario is better than Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
I disagree, but I still love Super Paper Mario. You know, I honestly used to think Super Paper Mario was better, but that's just because I didn't play Thousand Year Door.
Honestly, I like Thousand Year Door better just because, like, I don't know. Again, thing is, I don't have any really nostalgia for any of those games, but from what I played, I think Thousand Year Door was just a better game. I found Super Paper Mario just... The story is interesting, you know, the characters are cool, but the actual gameplay is like... It's not really a platformer. Like, it's a platformer.
It's more of...
It's not really... It's just this weird kind of thing.
It's more of an action...
You know,
it's more of a side-scrolling action RPG, I would say.
It's just a weird kind of game. Like, it's a cool game, but there are elements of it, like, you know, the 3D mechanic, like, why is that timed limit? Like, there's not really a necessary need for that. Like, there's just weird stuff in the game, right? So I don't know. There's aspects I like about Super Paper Mario, and I think it's a fun game, but I would say that Thousand Year Door is just a fundamentally better designed game, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, but they're still both very good games. Even the first Paper Mario game, I also think that's one that unfortunately gets kind of overlooked a lot. I think it's a great game too. Jack Sabic also said I got two cheeseburgers at McDonald's. So I only asked for one.
So now we have the main character here, Loaf. Great. I like the design of Loaf here, the main character.
He's just Fred?
Yeah, he's like a a piece of, or like bread that came to life.
What if he gets like?
Oh, you can use the D-pad to move. That's cool.
That might be a problem.
Okay, I got the ladle. I like the pose is very similar to Paper Mario. I think that's. You can either use, well, you can use the D-pad. You don't have to use the D-pad. That's just one of the options. But I like it since you do have the option.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ladle is basically the hammer.
Yeah, just
And this looks.
hoping he doesn't get eaten or something, or moldy, or any of the those things.
Yeah, the art style looks really good, and honestly, this looks very good for the Switch, like visually.
It does look nice. It's like an interesting mix of like 2D and 3D stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, the visual style kind of looks similar to, well, how the Thousand Year Door remake looks now. Because it kind of has the 2D characters on a more realistic background. And that's kind of,
Yeah.
well, not really realistic, but kind of a mixture of like cartoony and realistic. Kind of like the lighting looks realistic, but like there still are like some cartoony looking set pieces.
Yeah, like I find like Origami King, it goes, sometimes things end up looking a bit too plasticky. Like I went to it recently and I was just like, to me when it came out, I thought the visuals were great. But after Thousand Year Door was like, it does such a much better job of the visual style that I think is better.
Yeah, and I think the Thousand Year Door remake is doing something kind of like similar to like what this game is doing with its art style. Okay, I got a royal gem. Reese, do you prefer Origami King or Bug Fables? I would say probably Bug Fables because I like Origami King, but I think
it's a hard game to replay. Or Origami King.
The thing is, Origami King has a lot of potential, but there's a lot of things I feel it's missing, and Bug Fables doesn't really have anything. Like, it doesn't feel like it's missing those things that Origami King was missing. Like, the thing Origami King has, like, it's kind of has some of the things that the older Paper Mario games have, but it doesn't really build off of those things that much, like the partners, and different things like that. They didn't really do much with them, but, it seems like something's missing, but with like Bug Fables and the older Paper Mario games, it doesn't really seem like something's missing. If you can kind of see what I mean. Yeah, I really like this art style and these character designs. Okay, so we have. I'm guessing this is the.
Consistent.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is the tutorial battle here.
Okay.
Okay, we have like Paper Mario like action commands here. These cutscenes are really good. They're actually a lot better than I was expecting. Okay, so we're in the forest here. And you can kind of, there's a run button too, so it's kind of like Super Mario RPG in that sense. Since Super Mario RPG has like a run button, well, at least in the, well, in the remake you can switch between like running all the time and then using a run button, but
No, I like what they did with Mario RPG with the movement system is really good.
yeah.
And considering it's actually in 3D now instead of like the weird
Okay,
2D stuff, it makes it a lot easier
so we got a sickle.
to jump.
Oh, I like how you can like switch around like weapons in the backpack like that, and you have like a certain amount of space. That's cool. Oh, could you read the chat?
See.
Okay, got an item
Like
here.
Sega Genesis games for Windows 95 and Windows 98. I think I heard about that. There was like some really early emulators that existed for those systems.
Loaf looks edible. I love how Loaf looks in the cover art. Well, at least that's better than saying it looks edible like Peter Griffin's stomach, like how like what J-Blaze said. But yeah, hello Sushi.
So she's here, and Hibbert Longhead is here as well.
Yeah, and what are you playing Sticker Star again? Sometime this week. Because I'm definitely gonna play in the World 4 before Christmas. I like these sound effects. So we have Lint here. The music is pretty good in this game too. Hey Leaf. And hello Jack Attack Gaming. Everything is edible like Peter's stomach. Hopefully J-Plays isn't watching. Because he might go on about how it looks like a rice cake. Oh, I like how it has a picture kind of like the partner, like how it has like a portrait of like the partners in Paper Mario 64.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I love this art style. I'm resisting the urge to saying, I resist the urge of saying this. The forest looks like E3, the forest in E3, the E3 2010 build of Paper Mario Sticker Star. That's cute how you can like pet the,
It's kind of similar.
like pet the squirrels and animals there. That's cute.
looks pretty good.
Okay, so we have another battle here. Okay, so we have hit points, will points, and resolve points. Okay. I'm guessing will points is like the FP. Yeah, it is the FP.
Jax, the epic says, I guess for the Sega Genesis stuff, you put them on these discs that came with the news, the magazines. Like, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of like, pretty Square Enix and Sega. They did make like versions of games that
You have
could
to
just get
hold.
on,
Okay.
on like disc, and you could get onto the system. But I know there were also very early very early emulators in the early 2000s that could play that stuff as well. Early, maybe even earlier than that. That's pretty cool. Jacketite Gaming as well said tomorrow's his birthday.
Oh, nice! Happy early birthday!
Yeah. Let's see, Jax Epic also said, did you know that Wario 3 is on the Genesis? And I searched it up, and it seems some like weird bootleg thing. Or Wario Land? I think I have probably let Demeech know about this. I definitely know he's a fan of these unique games. So I know he's a big fan of those. Yeah, Leaf, the art direction in this game does look really nice. The colors are very clear and specific. Yeah, like the color palette is such an important thing. Like I find Pokemon, they do a really good job with the colors in those games. Even if the visuals don't quite do it justice, I think that the colors in most Pokemon games, Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, I think always the colors that they pick are always super well chosen.
A lot of the music uploaded on the official YouTube channel, and yeah, it's great. Very reminiscent of Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario. Yeah, I've kind of heard a lot of tracks that kind of have that vibe. Also, the art direction is still really impressive. I've been following the development for most of this past year, and I'm still impressed with how good it looks. Yeah, same. I've been following it for quite a while, and it looks really good. And of course, there's partner abilities too. Wario Land 3 on the Genesis is a ROM hack of Pugsy, where you play as Wario. Ever played
okay.
Ever played Boogerman, a pick and flick adventure? No, I haven't.
No.
It sounds familiar though. I like how open these worlds feel, like compared to like Thousand Year Door, where they're pretty linear. This is like more open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it works. The experience points basically work in the same way as star points do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I got Pretendo working.
Oh, nice. I need to try that out sometime.
Yeah, I'm making a video. And I thought it was gonna be like, oh, just download it from this thing, but it turned out it was a bit more complicated than I thought. So I had to do a bunch of weird stuff, and I finally got it working with Miiverse, and it's really cool.
Blocking works well. I'm glad about that, because sometimes blocking can be weird in games like this, but it works pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, have I ever heard of Wario Land 7? I mean, I guess there are 7 Wario Lands, right? So I guess it makes sense. No.
No,
There
there's
are
6.
Wario
There's
Lands.
6.
Yeah. I was gonna
Actually,
say
well,
there are
if you
6.
counting Wario World and Wario Master of the Sky, well, Wario Master of the Sky is definitely not a Wario Land game, as much as some people want to say it is. A Wario World, I don't know. It has
No,
some
I was
similar.
just say like a Virtual Boy, and then the 5
Yeah, because I know there's 6 Wario
But
games that are called Wario
I just said
Land.
like there are 6 games, but this is the 7th one, so that he's talking about. But I don't know of Wario Land 7. I don't think it exists. From what I'm looking at.
Okay, so these are like badges. Displays enemies' weakness and resistances in battles. Okay. I wonder if there's like a tattle-like thing where it could show like HP.
Yeah,
I like how it shows like a book here. That's pretty cool. And we have like a map here too.
System. That's cool.
Yeah. And the
That's a smart idea.
that icon of loaf there it's very Mario like. That almost looks like an icon that you would see in a Mario game. I mean, this game's roots are inspired by Mario, so I mean, it's not surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, I did play the demo of Another Code, and I really enjoyed it. But one thing I didn't really like is the camera's a little weird. I'm not the biggest fan of the camera.
Yeah.
But you know what? From playing the game, is very different from the original. Like, I played a bit of the original DS game just to try it out, right? And I really liked what I played. It was very much like... It felt very, like... felt very Nintendo, the original game. And like, the way that a lot of the puzzles were done is pretty cool. But what I played with the remake, it's almost like a different game. It's like similar. It's like the same idea, same story and things, but they really heavily made it like a lot more. They really changed a lot of stuff. Like, it isn't the same thing anymore with the puzzles. Like, they changed a lot of the puzzles. So it isn't just like a 1-by-1 remake like how Mario RPG was like really faithful. That Another Code is like they're sort of like doing like another take. Another take.
Someone said the bread person is Naruto running. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could kind of see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it though. It was a decent length too. And I definitely recommend trying it out. If you're interested in checking out.
Yeah.
From Nintendo, right?
I want to try it sometime.
Yeah, because I think it's really cool how Nintendo is just like, oh, this random franchise that we own, and we have, but like the developers that made it are like no longer around. Let's just do a full remake or reimagining of the games. Like, they just went ahead and did that, right? And I think that's so cool. They could have done any other franchise. They could have gone with Golden Sun remakes. They could have gone with remakes of it's like any franchise, like Chibi Robo. And I think Chibi Robo's in a similar situation to Another Code, which makes me really excited, because that means that we could potentially get a remake.
Yeah.
or like something from Chibi Robo, because it shows that like even if the developers that made the original game doesn't exist, as long as Nintendo owns that copyright to that franchise, they could greenlit another one, which I think is just super cool. I think is we don't know the developer who made the Another Code remakes. Or at least I don't.
Wait, wouldn't it say that in the demo though? Or like we'd find the information in the demo?
I checked the information. You know, like how we found like Art Piazza did the
Yeah.
thing. Like, it did not show. I went through everything. I did not see anything else. I didn't see any info of who made it. And I don't think it's Nintendo, because it feels.
Maybe it's Grezzo.
Like, party, but I don't think it's Grezzo. I don't think so. It feels like, from what I played, the game really feels sort of like, almost like the way Advance Wars. Like, it's not like 100% Nintendo, because it felt a little bit, I wouldn't say unpolished, but it felt a little bit like the camera system is definitely not 100% the greatest thing. So I don't think it was, and even some of the graphics look a little on the iffy side. So I would probably guess that it was done by some other team that Nintendo gave the ability to make the remakes. That's what it seems to me. I don't know who would do it, but I don't think it's any like Nintendo like type company or anything, you know? It's definitely nothing like really super close. It must have been like some other team that they're like, oh, like it could be Tosei maybe, but I'm not sure.
Possibly.
I know they're close to Nintendo too, but I don't know. It feels like a game that had a decent budget, but it's like way forward how they did the 1+2. Like, it feels a little bit like it wasn't 100% Nintendo doing it. So I don't know. It's really hard to say for sure what they.
Let's see.
Do, but I don't know.
Okay, I think I'll upgrade the will.
But I was gonna say it was Dragon Quest not. I was gonna say it was Tosei, but they made Dragon Quest Monsters, which is the new thing that just came out. So I doubt it's them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who made it. I actually. It's really hard to say. I don't know.
It looks like it's something that will be like a future partner ability, like later in the game.
And also, too, the entire game has voice acting.
Oh, nice! That's really cool.
But, like, everything is voice acted, so you can just kind of sit there and just listen to them talk. And I found that, like, they changed a lot of dialogue from the original, because when I was playing the original, some of the dialogue was very, like, it felt very kind of almost stale, a bit like they're just kind of talking, right? But in the new one, it feels like actual people talking, you know? It, like, the way the characters express, right? Because now it's voice acted, it feels more like... It feels more natural, like the way they've done it. It feels like they are, like, real people and not, like, these weird, like, just text.
Yeah, I mean, there are other Nintendo games with a lot of voice acting. I mean, I guess Mario Wonder, Zelda to a degree, and then especially Xenoblade has a lot of voice acting.
Yeah, I know Xenoblade and, like, Fire Emblem does have a lot of voice acting and stuff. You know, I'm not saying, but, like, this game, I'm surprised that they went that far and did a lot of, because there's a lot of cutscenes that, like, explain the story. Like, it's not like the entire game's like a lot of the game is a more puzzle focus, but it is nice that they have, like, nice cutscenes, like nice kind of stuff like that, because it really makes the game a lot better. But it isn't like it's not a visual novel though. Like it
Yeah.
has it's part visual novel, but it's like it's part like puzzle game exploration. Like because the entire thing is like fully explorable environments that you can walk around in. It's pretty neat, even if the camera's a little garbage.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
But this game is so good so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely, like, very polished compared to a lot of indie games that I've played. I could definitely tell there was a lot of development time put into this, Born of Bread. Cause it definitely, has a lot of effort put into it here. Okay, that looks like a future partner ability. But the worlds are really nice. There's definitely like a lot of branching paths and things.
That's neat. Very interesting that Paper Mario games started in the forest, a lot of them.
Yeah. Oh, I had a very, very PTSD-inducing stream a couple days ago with Paper Mario in the forest, finding the Wiggler in segments.
Uh, yeah, Sticker Star is really fun. Yeah.
Okay. And I like how some of the NPCs have like different like types of designs. I think that's pretty cool, like and pretty unique. Like how some of them have like it almost looks like different art styles, but they still like blend together pretty well.
Hmm.
I like how you can like smash like just these random barrels. Like it's almost like Zelda. I'm guessing that means there's like unique types of dialogue in different parts of the game with that message there for the NPCs. Okay, when was this game made? It just released. Um, it released like last week, I think. Or at least it released this month, like earlier this month.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to go to the royal castle now. Okay, it's over here. Reese, read what I said about the canceled 2D Mario game. Let me see. Originally, there was going to be a reboot for Super Mario before New Super Mario Bros. That was canceled. That was known as Super Mario. It's no longer a game. It was so edgy that Nintendo had to cancel it. Of course, the
Yeah.
very interesting Super Mario. It's no longer a game. They just made it like no longer a game.
No, yeah,
They made it
exactly.
in real life.
They
But
made a real-life simulation.
but it was
Actually, have
too
you heard about
edgy.
the Mario 64 thing? About like Mario
Oh
64
yeah.
leaked footage? That is pretty wild, isn't it? Like we actually like, how does more stuff that game just? How do we keep finding more information about things about that game?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, we think we know everything about Mario
We no,
64, but like,
there maybe there's stuff we don't know. The game has a secret.
yeah,
The game has like a secret level that you have to like. uh, I don't know. Like maybe there's a secret version of the game. Who knows?
I think Bug Fables is better, but this is still great. Yeah, I'll have to see like whether I like Bug Fables or this more. I mean, I love Bug Fables, but I'll have to see. But this is pretty fun too. Did you know loaf is gluten free? Well, that's good to know. Okay, I'm guessing this is the Savers Guild here. By the way, have you finished Bug Fables? Um, I'm. I think I haven't played it in a while, but I think I got really close to the end of the game. Like I've played through most of the game now, um, but I don't think I've like fully played through it.
Hmm.
Okay, so we have another battle here. Bug minor spelling error. Oh, Okay, there we go. I kind of like how Loaf is like a silent protagonist, like Mario, the Paper Mario series, but just kind of making like different expressions and things.
Hmm.
Is this the one character that live streams? Because I know there's one character that like does the live streaming things. Oh yeah, I think this is the one that does like the live streams and battle. So they're basically doing what I'm doing, live streaming. So pretty relatable.
Okay.
Hey, yo, live stream. That's what I'm doing right now. See? It's a Reese reference.
Of course.
So that's a that's a pretty creative way of it's basically like a modern version of a literal modern version of Thousand Year Door's audience system. Honestly, like imagine if like a Paper Mario game did like modern like kind of did a modern interpretation of the audience system and had like a live stream.
Just it's just like a live stream that like it just plays on YouTube and people
Ooh,
can
can you
actually
pet the
watch.
dog? Wait, I need to see if you can pet the dog in this game. Okay, this game is perfect. You can pet the
You
dog.
can pet the dog, nice. It's always good. The nice thing that can be accomplished.
Okay, so these are like the save blocks, like the routers that he put like throughout the area here. But you could save faster if you use Ethernet.
So overall, I asked you like, what did you think of Nintendo's 2023?
I thought it was pretty good. There was definitely a pretty solid lineup of games this year.
Yeah, honestly, I think this was probably one of the best years you had.
Yeah,
So many great games, and I feel like even past years we've had a lot of controversy on like, oh, this game did something that we don't like, or But this year has been pretty good with that.
yeah.
So I know in past years we've had like with content of games and stuff, but we didn't really have that problem this year. In fact, a lot of it's been like the opposite area. We've just been enjoying so much of the games. So
Can you read the chat? Since I'm
Sure. Let's see. Yeah, Reese reference. Yeah, tons of Reese reference. Exactly, this paper. Tissue is a paper. I mean, that's a Reese reference.
yeah.
Anything with paper in the title.
Let's see. Hmm. Anything could be a Reese reference. If there's anything close to Paper Mario, yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see. I'm not sure where to go here. Actually, do I go back out to the forest area? I think I probably do. Okay. Some of the characters in this game look ugly. I mean, yeah, but I think they kind of look ugly in a good way. Like, I kind of like the designs here. They have, like, a lot of charm to them.
I find some of the designs like the art style is consistent, but I find some of the designs of the characters don't fit as well with the game's like aesthetic. So
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean, but I think they, like, I do like what they're
some
going
of them
for
just
here.
look like random like fan art characters that people added. That's my only problem with some of them. Is they don't really fit too well. But the art style is consistent, but they just don't really. They kind of seem like they're just kind of shoved in from random games. I don't know.
Okay. I want to see how the switch party members here. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think he. Okay, I think he's just like a background thing. I'm not sure if he battles or not. It kind of seemed like he was. Oh, there's like a chat here. You know what would be funny? Chat, can you say the same exact things that the chat in the game is saying? I think that would be pretty funny. Moderating chat room. Yeah, yeah, say the things that it's saying in the chat here. Yeah, here's a reference. I think it would be funny if you said if okay. Did you know that there was a canceled Mario Kart called Mario Kart Drunk Drivers, where it was gonna be a launch title where the player has to drink 20 bottles of alcohol for the gimmick to work. The other canceled game was a Mario game, there was a canceled Mario game called Mario Resident Koopa. It was Resident Evil, but Mario.
Interesting.
Yeah, not a fan of Mario Kart Drunk Driver, because that's like drunk driving is not good at all. A lot of people have died from that, so it's definitely a pretty serious thing.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be the best gimmick.
Oh, now I can go that way. Oh, I see what you have to do. Let's see. Okay. But this battle system is pretty good.
Like the card thing that it has, the action commands look pretty cool.
Yeah. Reese, do you love bread? Of course I do. Bread is amazing. Let's save. I like when games have like interesting or unique saving systems. Or at least how like
Yeah.
leaks. Is Pioro here? This town must be run by Pioro.
He did get that demo thing right.
Yeah,
But
I thought it was
the
gonna
demo
be the
thing,
game. I thought it was gonna be at the Game Awards because he.
honestly, I don't know why they just didn't do that. I think that would have been an easy, just little small
Yeah.
thing to put in it, but I guess not. The fact that he kind of, the fact that he got the information right anyways. Well, I mean, I guess it's not too crazy to think that they put a demo for a game like that, but
Yeah, I mean it makes sense like for Nintendo to do a demo of a more niche game.
yeah. But again, he hasn't really missed with anything like that. So
Yeah, I don't think he's missed at all.
no, he hasn't missed anything really. I think he must have access to the YouTube thing.
Oh,
Some
well,
level of YouTube.
actually, well, I think he said that as a joke. I don't think he actually meant that time.
No, you don't think? Like,
Yeah, well,
like to me, everything he's done,
I
everything
think-
he's said has had a YouTube announcement of some kind.
well, I think he. I don't know. I think he did say something like he proved. Well, he said it like he said. He said he was joking or something about the YouTube thing. I don't know. He said something like it was impossible to get the YouTube things like even if he was able or even if he had like some kind of like access or something. I don't know. Like I just remember him saying something like that.
Because it's either YouTube or the website that he has access to. Like he must, maybe he works for like a company who works to do the team who works on the website. Because to me, there's something there that he must. Maybe he works on the website stuff, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. It is weird.
Okay. Reese and Anton read what I said. Hey Reese, did you know that there was a mascot? Well, for Japanese candy called Kioro Gal. Isn't that what? Oh, isn't that what? Yeah, is that what Pioro is based on?
I don't know. Maybe.
There's another apple. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I have to go back to the village now, since that doesn't work. Since there's like a power outage.
Okay.
There was a canceled Mario game in the early 2010s called Super Mario MLG, where it was an FPS, and every time you got a kill, it had an MLG green screen, and the power-ups are Doritos and Mountain Dew. Also, Anton, could you read the chat for me for a little bit, since I'm just paying attention to the game?
Sure. Let's see. Okay. I can Google up Cura. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a similar design. I see. Interesting.
So they're like fighting here.
So Pyoro is a parody. Let's see. That's neat. Pretty neat.
Ooh, there's something up here. Okay, got it. Oh wait. Is that a regular item, or... Oh, there's something over here. Oh, you have to get the mallet, okay. Okay. Okay, so I need to find the gong mallet somewhere. Let's see.
See, there was a canceled Yoshi game called Yoshi, where it's the most emo and edgy game, and it opens by killing baby Bowser Islands. And okay, sure, yeah, it's really very not good. And there was a canceled Wario game known as Wario's Meatball Dungeon. And it's okay.
Oh, there it is. It's up there. Okay.
There's a canceled Waluigi game called Waluigi's Wacky Adventures. You don't even know what is happening. So does Waluigi in space.
Actually, isn't there actually like
What?
a web game promoting Mario Tennis that like a weird Waluigi game? It was like Waluigi's like toenail clipper. Yeah.
I actually like want to remake that like somehow. Like I have like an idea of like I want to like make it like a web version and then put it out on like randomly to make it look like an emulated version of the page and everything, and people think it's real. That's my idea. And I had like the full concept developed for the game, you know? It'd be like the weirdest game ever, but that's my idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd make like a... I'd remake the page, and it would look like really accurate. So... Yeah, I have to try to find it, because I remember I did work on it. And yeah, I had the entire like concept, but it would be a little weird. It was like, I don't know, I should want to make this. Like, who was the idea anyway?
Yeah, that's just really weird.
Who on the team was like, guys, I have a good idea for our marketing.
You know, this part where they're fighting is basically the Paper Mario and Mario fan base yesterday when they were arguing about if Paper Mario was canon or not. And if anyone in the chat was there, you would know. Okay, now we can go into the mine here. Okay, there's like an inn here. I want to see my status. See, should be okay for now.
Definitely gotta check out some of the ROM hacks out there.
Yeah.
Like I want to check out some of the. I want to make some videos like that again, like the ROM hacks and fan game stuff, because there's so many cool ones. I've been looking at like the colored ROM hacks where they take Game Boy games and make them into like DX versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would really like to do something like a video where I compile like all of them and talk about them.
I'll say I thought that's a funny expression there.
That's kind of an idea that I want to do.
Oh, hey, Demeech.
Oh hey.
Yeah, and you're welcome to join the stream if you want.
Playing the bread game.
Yeah.
Paper Mario Bread Edition.
Yeah. Paper bread.
Paper Mario, the 1,000-year bread. Just pretty moldy by now and probably not something that it should be, yeah, it's not good.
Oh, that's a cool enemy.
Me to he'll join just to give him 2 minutes.
Okay. This seems like it's probably the first dungeon from what it seems.
Is it pretty lengthy so far, this game? Like how long is it? Do you know?
I'm not sure how long this game is. I'm guessing it's probably like between 15 to 20 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, leveled up. Let's see, I already did will up, so maybe I'll do max health. And then I'll add like another badge thing there. I like how they have things where you can go back if you have like other partners. Okay, so we have a hydraulic press here. Oh, that's funny. It's like Wario Land. It's like Wario Land, how you get like you can get like hurt.
He's calling, by the way. He's
oh,
calling.
okay.
I'll just.
Can you hear me?
Hey, yep.
See, we're playing a paper-inspired game.
Yeah, I actually just saw like an element that's kind of inspired by Wario Land a little bit because you get crushed by a hydraulic press and you can like walk under it while you're squashed.
Here, I'm gonna share this in my community tab.
Okay, but this is a really good game so far.
I'm assuming it's on Switch?
Yes, it's actually on all platforms if you like for if you're interested or anyone else is interested, but this is really good. I really like the art style and like there's a lot of really cool things that like this expands upon Paper Mario. Like the action commands are pretty cool. And I think like the art style, I like how it has its like unique art style while also kind of taking some inspiration from Paper Mario.
Yeah, I like the art style. Bug Fables looks really good from a gameplay perspective, but I'm not sure how I felt about the art style. But this definitely looks... kind of reminds me of Arthur mixed with regular show, probably because there's a bunny protagonist.
Yeah, I think...
Bunny Buster.
You know, the 1,000-Year Door remake... The 1,000-Year Door remake is actually going for a style kind of reminiscent of this, like a little bit. Because it does, like, the backgrounds do kind of, like, with the lighting and everything, it kind of does give off, like, a style kind of similar to this. But, it still has, like, all of, like, the cartoony-looking characters and everything.
It looks great. I just beat Sonic Superstars.
Hmm.
So,
how did you feel about the game?
It's It's kind of weird. I don't hate it as much as Sonic fans usually do, but it's just like, it doesn't feel like Sonic Mania or 2 or 3. Level design is very, just regular platformer-esque. It just feels like there were Sonic elements thrown in. It's definitely an RSS production where it's not offensively bad, but it's nothing great. It's pretty much new Super Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been seeing from, like, the general
Yeah.
impressions of the game.
I also don't like how there's like
What?
the skins and
I'll
things
probably
like
get it when it's
that
on
and
sale.
stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, I do find that a bit strange. I know Sega's been doing that a lot, where it's like, oh, if you get the deluxe edition, you get a free hat, and like it's just kind of weird. And then you have to buy the hat for like $5 if you don't get the deluxe edition. Like, I don't like stuff like that too much.
I don't either, but I didn't get any of the skins except for the free Lego one.
Yeah, it's funny
And the
how like,
Christmas
they
one.
didn't include all the Lego skins. Meanwhile, like the entirety of Lego Fortnite is free, but but for Sega, it's like no.
Also, $60 for that, it's a bit too steep. I paid $35 for it, and I think 30 to 35 is
Yeah.
Like, I've already
But-
seen the game on sale, and Sega has been actually really advertising the game heavily all over the place. I've seen a lot of sponsorships and videos as well. We're like, oh, this video is sponsored by Sega and Sonic Superstars and stuff. Like, they do that. I know I've noticed Sega really trying to push the game, and I think it's just like the price point is way too high, and it came out at a terrible time where there's another game that they're competing with. Right?
A game that's significantly better.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think, like, because that's the thing, Sonic Mania was way cheaper. Like,
Yeah, it
less
was
than
$20.
half, like, of
I
what
think-
that. Yeah, like it, and you get a better game there. It's like fully complete and everything. And I know there's like they added like the extra version of it as well, where it's like the plus version. But yeah, like, yeah, I just think that I think they missed an opportunity to price the game lower and sort of because you really can't compete with Mario for the full price because I've already seen the
Obviously
game
not.
discounted everywhere now, so I found that a bit
Yeah.
weird.
The thing is, Mario Wonder's a better game in every way,
Yeah,
and you know that is clearly worth $60. But with Sonic, it just isn't. And Sonic Mania is just better designed in every way. Although I will say I do prefer the 2.5D art style.
Yeah,
of Superstars.
I do like the art style, even though I do think it does play it a bit safe in some areas. I do like how it looks like in general that
It's weird because I know a lot of people prefer the pixel style, and I think for Mania it was fine, but I wouldn't want to see it again for another 2D Sonic game. I think it's way overdone. But everything looks pretty good in Superstars. The graphics are nice. Music is weird though. It sounds a lot like Sonic 4, which isn't a good thing.
yeah, from what I've heard it's
I
a
think it was or something. I think a lot of the tracks are from that, right? Or
Same
are
composer.
they-
from what I've
Like,
heard
there are some good tracks in there, but then so weird.
from what I've heard it's a mixed bag. Like some songs are okay, but then others are like really like just disappointing.
I think that would be a really cool game for you to review, but don't get it at full price. I think it's like $30 everywhere now. The one I've been playing is on the Xbox Series X, so it probably runs pretty bad on the Switch. I'm not sure.
Let's see.
Check your messages, Ringsy. Anton just saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been an interesting situation, hasn't it?
I just started following up on what's been going on, and it's insane.
Yeah, it is pretty weird. Like, I don't know, like,
Wait, before I tell
Weird.
Ringsy what we're talking about, can you guess what we're talking about?
I'm guessing the Completionist drama. Is that what you're?
Got it. Immediately, you got it.
Because I think I mentioned it. Did I mention it earlier in the stream? I'm not sure, but I like. That's just crazy what happened.
Yeah, it is interesting because like I remember when that kind of stuff first happened, but I thought it was gonna be like, oh, okay, everything's good. I thought it was gonna be like a mild issue, right? And then recently things have gotten a little interesting with that. So
I'm not sure how I even felt about it before. Like, everyone's saying it's such a surprise, but considering he was playing the role of, like, the very wholesome guy who donates to charity and is just amazing in every way, I mean, I'm not too surprised. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, it's not a good situation regardless.
yeah,
And it's unfortunate, because, like, I liked his content, but now I kind of, like, lost respect for him, because it's just, like, just due to, like, just what happened. Like, there's really no good, like, excuse or, like, reasoning for, like, what he did, which is just,
yeah, he was not really transparent
yeah.
about anything. So I think that's like the main issue of it, right? And it's like even if he had like legit delays and stuff, he never really said anything about that from what I've seen in the videos. So yeah, it's just a weird situation. So
I don't know. Did he have ulterior motives? Like, he was using the money for himself, or what was it exactly?
He wasn't
Or
he
was just
wasn't
a
using
bank
the
account?
money for himself. He was just not,
I
like,
think
just
he was using a part of it though.
actually,
I think.
well,
Some
he
of the stuff he said was like some of from the videos. He's like, oh, for the
actually,
like,
yeah, I
for
mean,
expenses and stuff. He was saying stuff like that.
yeah, he
From what I
wasn't
remember
using
from
it
some of
for
the
himself, but
videos.
he was using some of it for, like, I think he claimed that he would never use any of it, but then he did say that he, like, used some of it for, like, expenses for some of the charity events, which, I mean, like, I mean, even it may not be illegal, but it's still lying to his like, because, I mean, I know for some things for charities, like, expenses can technically count, but, like, I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a lawyer. I might be completely wrong about that. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, even if it's legal, he was still lying to his audience about that. Still lying to the donators who thought, like, who said that he, like, when he said he wouldn't be using it for anything, because he clearly said that in the past.
Yeah, that's why I'm content just selling custom Joy-Cons. Because it's obvious that when you're ordering them, you're getting custom Joy-Cons, and that's it. You don't need to wonder anything.
And also, people, like, I said something before, like, on Twitter about it, and then someone said, oh, he already apologized about it, so it doesn't matter. But it wasn't even an apology. It was just damage control, that video he made. He didn't really apologize about anything.
I think Carl said that he thinks it's an apology, and as long as you claim it never happened, it never happened.
Yeah.
That's what I can gather.
I recently...
What was that?
Oh, someone in the chat said I recently revealed the indie game, I thought called Stick It on Twitter. Oh, is that the one that, with the idea that you had on my Sticker Star stream? That's basically Sticker Star, but it kind of irons out, like its flaws and its, like, weaknesses and things. Yeah, I thought that concept was pretty interesting, because, I mean, Sticker Star, like, especially when looking at, like, the beta of the game, it was originally going to have, like, there was some potential involved with, like, the original ideas with the game and everything. So, but it just, like, it was unfortunate what happened, like, eventually with the game. But it's interesting how you kind of created a, like, and I still need to see it, but that's interesting that you have a concept of, like, basically kind of like a game that's like Sticker Star, but it kind of, like, fixes, like, the flaws and things with it.
I don't know. Sticker Star in general just was flawed for many reasons. I think the lack of experience points was the biggest one. Obviously, no story.
Yeah.
That game has like bad direction. That's probably really.
Yeah, and then also the puzzles, like with the thing puzzles and everything.
A waterfall.
Oh yeah. A lot of puzzles in that game are pretty weird.
Well, it seems like Sticker Star isn't going to get a remake anytime soon, so we can rest easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Good,
Good
though.
timeline.
imagine if they did do a remake instead of a Thousand Year Door.
Like right at the end, they're just like,
Oh, that'd be funny. It'd be funny in an ironic way, but also, what if they actually made it good? Although I think it's so just like far gone, you can't really make it good.
I mean, if they made it like the E3 2010 build of the game, then maybe.
Possibly. I don't know. Color Splash tried to make it better, but it still wasn't great.
maybe we'll get a mod of Sticker Star eventually that tries to fix issues with it.
Okay, got a chocolate cupcake.
But in general, the puzzles in that game are just a lot worse than Sticker Star because like the entire partner system is gone, so you can't really have that many like intricate puzzles, right? You just only have puzzles where you just hit stuff with a hammer. That's it, really.
Oh, I see what you have to do here.
Do you think Mario Wonder would have been better if Pink Gold Peach was a power-up?
That would have been funny.
Maybe. Maybe we
What a
have a
shame
metal
we-
power. Maybe we have like a metal power up for like, just in general, so each character can just yep. And you can unlock Gold Mario or something.
New Super Mario Brothers 2 all over again.
Exactly.
I'm glad we got a great 2D Mario game while Sonic still suffers.
Yeah, Sonic is just in a. I just don't think they really know exactly what to do with the franchise. It's like keep him right.
Chocolate covered cupcakes, crab grabs, or grass. I was referring to Jimmy Neutron.
Mushroom gravy. Let's see. I'm trying to see where I need to go here.
Check the menus. It is nice.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a journal.
Yeah. Yeah, and the water's cool. I did like how they made the water look in Origami King. I thought that was really nice. How they achieved that look.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how Thousand Year Door really does it, because we've seen some of the water so far. Talking about
I played a bit of Frontiers.
BU guy.
Didn't really get into it. Have you guys played Sonic Frontiers?
I want to play Sonic Frontiers sometimes just to see how I
wouldn't
feel
mind
about
trying
it.
Seems like at least like an interesting style of game. Apparently, people said the DLC was a bit disappointing, the free updates, but
Free updates. I find it so
Yeah.
funny that Scott. Did you see Scott the Waz's latest video on Scott's Stash? Switch games with free updates. I had to watch it just by the title.
I haven't seen it.
It was just him talking about the Switch games that got free updates, including the sports games and Splatoon, that kind of stuff. And I think it's funny because I saw a lot of the shills who were mad at me last year comment things like, yeah, Scott, you're right. The idea and concept is good, but Nintendo's execution was horrible. Meanwhile, last year, they were going after me for saying that Battle League's the worst Mario sports game on Switch and one of the worst Mario games. It seems that Scott has the magic goo that prevents the shills from going after him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it seems like that. It's
he kind of does just becomes like the fact. Like it, you know, it's just kind of weird, right? But he has like
Yeah.
a lot of like mainstream power. So even if he talks about something that's the most obscure thing ever, you know, people will really be like, "Oh my goodness, that is the greatest thing ever," right? And if he says it's bad, it's bad, and if he says it's good, right?
It seems like it. I guess because I'm unhinged. I can understand that my videos aren't for everyone, but I don't understand how Battle League all of a sudden becomes a good game.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I never even honestly the demo of that game was enough. Like the demo of that game was enough. Like it was fun, but I mean it's just missing like a story mode or something. Like how hard would it have been to make like a quick little story mode? That you know you have like a bit of a story. This Mario Tennis and Mario Golf had somewhat of a story mode, but with Strikers they just didn't really bother. And I mean they definitely rushed that game. It shouldn't have, at least when it did it, it should have had another year of development. You know, to have all that content in that they included later on. Because I feel like with some games, like the thing is the game should be all there, should be, you know, complete before they start adding extra stuff. Extra stuff should be like, okay, we're adding extra content that maybe we had ideas for, but we didn't really complete. But that's the thing, right? With all these like free updates, they already have all that stuff already like done or like close to being finished. That they're just like, oh yeah, just get the game out. We'll add this stuff later when it's finished. But it's just I'm glad that we haven't had a lot of games like that. Like I'm really hoping that maybe we get Pikmin 4, some free DLC. I mean, I would even like pay DLC for that game as well. But I'm glad that Nintendo is really just sticking to, okay, here's the full game finished, and we'll add more stuff to it. But I mean, that's the thing. If it's 100% finished, and you don't really even need more content either. So.
Well, this year we haven't gotten a single unfinished game. I'd say the worst that we got is probably Everybody Want to Switch, but that's not even bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least like they kind of knew it wasn't the greatest thing either, so.
WarioWare was also kind of... There were some aspects I didn't like about it, but far from a bad game.
Yeah.
I think like I actually really liked Move It in the sense of like how its micro games worked, because I think it had like one of the best micro game selections in a while.
Oh, I agree.
Because like of course it had the Paper Mario one, but I think this the content was weaker than Gold and Get It Together. I think its micro game selection was actually a little better than Get It Together in my opinion.
I think so too, and just the gameplay was more intuitive because it was all based on motion controls, so you'd be moving around, and it was like smooth moves in that sense. Whereas Get It Together was more focused on the idea of playing as different playable characters with different abilities. I like that WarioWare games always tend to do something new or refine a concept that they did before.
Yeah, I do really wonder where the next WarioWare game would even be. I hope that maybe DIY. Maybe they'll.
You know, that's actually a
next.
really good idea. They expand upon like DIY.
Yeah, because I don't really know what they do next entirely. Like they could come up with like another one for the next system, but I think a DIY would be a really good move to just add another entry to the franchise, but also giving
just
people
a good
more
move.
control.
Be a smooth move. Reese, you sound like Barney Gumble. I don't see it. He sounds like Andre from Game.
Yeah, I sound like Andre mostly.
The only difference is this guy doesn't scam his employees.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of controversial people, going back to Gerard from the Completionist. I've actually had an interaction with him back in 2016 on Instagram. I made like this Mario. Yeah, I made this Mario post. Like I said, like let's win and get to the next level. I forgot what it was about, but I was like referencing something. But he actually like liked it and he said that was really cool. But I actually I had an interaction with him like 7 years ago.
That's cool.
I miss when the biggest drama on YouTube was Pirate Gamer copied every video game loading. Now, what are we dealing with? Charity scam? Ukulele apologies?
Yeah.
What if Gerard? What if they switched places where Gerard made an apology on the ukulele?
He should do that.
Yeah.
Be funny. And maybe you never know. Maybe he has
better
a
yet.
plan.
What if he got desperate and to apologize and like, you know what? I've enjoyed making gaming content, but to show how greatly sorry I am, I'm gonna do some challenges, and it's just gonna be him eating weird stuff. I think downing entire bottles of liquor. Like, you know LA Beast, right?
Yeah.
Stuff that he does. But he just does challenge videos.
Hmm.
$69. Nice. That's the amount
Yeah,
of
that's a funny
EXP I
number.
have.
Spot goes to Hollywood? What's that? Have you heard anything about the Pokemon DLC?
I heard that the frame rate is even worse than it was before. Like on the there was like a tweet saying like the DLC made the frame rate like even worse.
Wow.
I thought it was funny, like, earlier this year at my local game store, people kept trading in the game there. So, the owner stopped accepting, like, copies of the game for people to sell or trade.
That's funny. I think sales have plateaued because I've kept track of it, and it's been like at 22 million. I know what Cool Spot is. I've heard of that game.
I have a bunch of those for the Game Boy. Pretty cool.
Let's see.
Oh, by the way, Reese, I was gonna ask, are you gonna start reviewing those handhelds?
Yeah, I'm actually, one is shipping to me pretty soon, so I'm gonna review... So yeah, it worked out. I'm gonna be reviewing one, so I'm looking forward to it.
Which one is it? The RG35XX Plus, or I'm assuming that's the one?
Yes.
That's a good handheld. That's a really good starter one. The Mii Mini's similar, but that one's more powerful. And I think the build quality is better. I have that one as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see if it could run Paper Mario.
Maybe it can run 64 games, but I don't think that...
Actually, I think it does.
Well-
I think it does. From what I've seen, I think it does run 64.
Does it have analog sticks?
No, no. Well, I mean, it does. I don't think it has analog sticks, but some Nintendo 64 games like Dr. Mario 64, and I mean technically Mario 64, since you could like use the D-pad, because I mean that's how 64 DS was, but some Nintendo 64 games you can. Okay, so now I can actually use the elevator now. That was broken earlier. But yeah, this game is really good so far. Oh,
Yeah, it
Miss
seems pretty
Pac-Man
fun.
Maid's Madness could also be played with the D-pad.
Well, it's on the PS1, so I assume so.
Okay. But I've been following the development of Born of Bread for like a while now. I think it was like a year and a half. Um, but I think it's really good so far.
Graphically, it looks pretty good too.
Yeah, the backgrounds are nice.
I have not seen all of the other reindeer.
I haven't seen it either, but there is one underrated Christmas movie that I like. Have you heard of How Murray Saves Christmas?
I haven't seen it before or heard of it. What's it about?
Basically, well, it was written and directed by one of the writers from The Simpsons, and basically it's about like, so there's like this town like there's this town like near the North Pole called Stinky Cigars, and it has like all the residents of the town are like based on different holidays and things. And basically there's this elf who makes inventions, and he basically like basically uses it on Santa, and then just like he's like in like not like he gets like a concussion and isn't able to like deliver presents. So there's this guy in the town called Murray, who like has like a diner in the town, and then he has to but he's like the main character and everything, but he like works with that elf and everything, but he basically takes on the role of Santa and then delivers the gifts and everything. But it's pretty funny. It kind of has similar writing style to The Simpsons and everything, but it's pretty funny at some points. I think it's pretty underrated.
I have not really seen The Simpsons, believe it or not.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I'm more of a Family Guy and a South Park guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of a fan of all three of those shows.
I mean, the thing with Family Guy is, it's it's horrible, but yeah, I'll laugh at it. I don't care that it's technically bad writing or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Family Guy is a show that it's just like you don't really have to like think about it. It's just kind of funny. It's just like something you just like sit down and just like.
I mean, I can even find things funny, like the episode where Peter married Chris.
Yeah, it's just so ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You just gotta think about it this way. There's an entire team of writers. It takes over a year to make an episode. They put their ideas together, and someone said, hey, let's have an episode where Peter tries to marry Chris. Yeah, that's a great idea. And then you get classic lines like, Chris Griffin, will you marry me? What? South Park is definitely more intelligent when it comes to comedy.
yeah,
Although I haven't really seen much of the newer episodes. Although I didn't like when they did the arcs for 2015 and 2016 because they really only focused on a few different jokes.
yeah.
They've also been focused
But
on
I do think
recently,
South Park
noticed.
has been more consistently good than Family Guy.
It's interesting because it's gone on longer, but it really hasn't gone completely downhill. I do think they focus on Randy too much, but at some point you gotta evolve the show. Anton,
Yeah.
are you there? Do
Yeah,
you watch
here.
South Park at all?
Not
'Cause they
really.
went off to Canada. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I know they have like a Canadian thing, right?
Yeah, if we
Yeah.
made ourselves design like South Park characters, you would look like Terrence and Phillip. Hey, Terrence! What? Or, there's a quarter in my butt! Really? Yeah! Comedic genius.
Yeah, I've seen like a bunch of ads for it. The Canadian.
You know, when I watch shows like Family Guy, The Simpsons, and South Park, like I don't want to watch them on like different streaming services and things, and like since I actually have like most of the older episodes, and then also like most of the episodes that I like to watch on DVD, because I've just been having like kind of building up a collection of DVDs for different shows that I like over the past few years. So, like, if I want to go back and watch a show, sometimes, sometimes I kind of prefer watching it in that way than, like, subscribing to, like, a bunch of streaming services.
Yeah, I mean, with all the streaming services and stuff, there's also the risk that they take down episodes.
Yeah.
SpongeBob, Midlife Crustacean.
Didn't they put it on there at
Yeah,
some
then they
point?
took it back down.
Oh, really? Huh.
It wasn't even that bad.
I mean, like, if they really have a problem with it, they should at least have, like, some kind of, like, disclaimer or something, like, just so it still stays on there, like, because it's, like, it really seems like it's kind of anti-media preservation when they take down, like, these episodes and things.
Yeah, it totally is. I mean, it's kind of like what YouTube's been doing. It's why you don't see things like SpongeBob Becomes Clean anymore.
Also, speaking of media preservation, that reminded me of the Completionist once again, because
Again?
he did that thing. Yeah, I'm no longer a Paper Mario guy, but investigate the Completionist drama guy. But so basically,
Second channel. I mean, or not second channel. His I don't know what number of channel, but you know the investigative journalism we see.
I got a great idea. You should make a parody of Blue's Clues where you try to find out what happened with the completionist. You have a dog, right?
yeah, Coco.
It could be like Blue's Clues where you try to find clues about what the completionist actually did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Reese's Clues. Or something.
but as I was saying about the Completionist thing, basically, do you remember that one like eShop thing that he did? And everyone was like praising him for it like a while ago.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought that was kind of weird because like I mean most of the games have already been preserved online.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
on
you make
his
a
console.
If you make a spectacle out of it, it makes it okay.
Yeah. I should have done that video. Just
And of
downloaded
course,
all
people are
the
making
things
jokes
on,
about
like,
with him using the charity money on it. Even he did. I don't think he did that, but like it would have been like he would be in jail if he used the.
Imagine it's like his thumbnail is shock face. I spent my charity money
Yeah.
on all the Nintendo 3DS games.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of hope he did that because that'd be hilarious.
That would be
Yeah.
funny.
Just spent the charity money on just Wii U games. Meme run.
Yeah. He spent it on all the 3DS games and all the Wii U games. And all the DLC and all the themes. It's just everything.
How much was in that bank account? Like 600,000? Who's gonna pay attention if 25,000's missing?
It's for the expenses for the channel, you know? The expenses.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Right, he has to play games. Those are the expenses, right? He has to complete them,
No.
so he has to buy them. Right?
He needed He needed the digital deluxe version of New Super Mario Brothers 2 for his Indie Land event.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He needed the coin rush packs for some reason.
Yeah, just a little.
He needed
expense, right?
Paper Mario Color Splash.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
You know, he needs all the games.
This area looks really cool. It's kind of like this swamp area with like purple, well, like the reflection is kind of purple on the water here.
Yeah, Dimitri, I was telling Reese that I got Pretendo fully working, which is like the revival for like the Wii U and 3DS servers. Well, I specifically did 3DS, so I don't know how it will be when actually everything shuts down, but hopefully it'll be pretty cool. We can preserve all that stuff.
Okay, so
That sounds cool.
I got a new weapon. I didn't even see that enemy there.
On how to set it up. So,
Oh, I'm 64 Bros is here. Good
Oh,
to see you, buddy.
hey!
We're talking about the Completionist.
He said
I feel like
he
this-
officially shared the live stream to his community post.
Oh, that was nice of you. You know, I have a feeling that the Completionist is going to become the next meme or obsession.
Oh,
Before it
M64
was
Bros. I was gonna say, just real quick, I saw, like, I saw on my Discord server you had an interaction with Harmon Smith.
No, what happened?
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
He occasionally comments on my videos, but no, I haven't had an interaction with Harmon Smith. I wanted him to join a stream, but he didn't. Although I'm sure that was for the better. Harmon Smith's a very busy man. He's currently writing probably a novel about the Completionist and why every game at the Game Awards that wasn't Nintendo that won was rigged.
Oh.
Oh, the bow move is kind of like Flurry's, action command. How you have to, like, line it up with line up the cursor with, like, the center.
I am trying to think what's so funny about the Completionist thing, because shouldn't it be sad, or... Because I don't know why, but I find it more funny than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a really weird situation. It's not like a mistake or anything. It's just like
It is really
oops,
bizarre.
They caught me. It was just really weird. Yeah, but it's very interesting to follow along like what would actually, like, I guess that's the thing. There's like an end to this story, right? If he actually does donate it, which is why, like,
Well, he did donate it.
covering
He
this.
did donate it, but they're looking into the reason why he didn't donate it, like, after, like, a whole
Wait,
decade
did
of...
he actually? Because I didn't see
He did,
videos
but
that
they're still investigating, like, what happened, like, why he was holding the money for so long.
Okay. Because I thought I heard that something happened, but then I watched some videos. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they were a bit outdated, but
This battle system is really good. I mean, obviously it is, like, heavily inspired by Paper Mario, but it kind of does its own thing in some ways. It has, like, this live stream system, which is kind of like an alternate version of, like, the audience system, kind of.
yeah, that's a cool idea. It's a fun. It mixes it up a little bit.
Earlier I said it was a Reese reference, because I'm live streaming currently, but I guess anything paper related is a Reese reference.
I was gonna say Nintendo did like a live stream version for Paper Mario, but the thing is, I was gonna say like it'd be broken, but the live streams always work. But it's just like the Nintendo system line that's just weird. So,
Yeah.
maybe if they did like some online multiplayer, like simulation thing. I don't know, or like where people can like, I don't know. No, it probably wouldn't work that well.
You know, on
Yeah.
second thought, I don't think I'd want to find out that the completionist used his money to, the charity money, to get 3DS games, because that would make emulation seem bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, well, he wasn't emulating them. He was just buying them on the eShop. So, I mean, I guess that would technically mean the opposite, though. It would be better to emulate those games.
Technically, but how is he preserving them exactly? How is...
What I think happened with that is that I think there was like the video game like preservation thing. He like I don't know. I think they're like preserving games without like emulation with that thing. I'm not sure how exactly it works.
I went to the video to see... This happened a month ago? This whole drama happened a month ago? Oh, no. Okay, someone said, well, now we all know how he funded this video. I'm looking at more comments. That did not age well. Your Honor, Exhibit B, when are you going to buy the memories of people with dementia? Cashier, sir, why does your credit card say Open Hand Foundation? So this is the administrative cost on the documents.
Yeah, I guess he, all those games would have cost quite a bit. I wonder how he,
Okay.
Alright, well, it was nice joining the stream.
Yeah, I think
I
I'm.
tried to sleep
Yeah.
earlier. But, yeah, I'm working on a ton of reviews for the handhelds, and I'm also doing a few stream rate collaborations. So, it's been an interesting month for the channel. I really haven't posted many reviews, but I want to get stuff out for Christmas break. Reese, are you on Christmas break right now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I finished
Yeah,
a
this is
few days
fun to
ago.
do. Is this where he starts talking about Pokemon for the billionth time? God, I miss when people didn't care so much about graphics. He's beating a dead horse.
Yeah, people keep
Why
telling
would
me. People keep telling me on Twitter that I'm beating a dead horse when talking about like.
You know that's
yeah, the
that's
graphics
actually the
just-
slang term.
But people.
It means. What was that?
Well, people keep saying that they're just tired of me like saying it, like, and they keep saying like, stop attacking Pokemon, it's just like every single time I see it.
Yeah, the thing is, when that was brought up, I actually saw that response to you where you said this is one of the most unflattering screenshots Nintendo has ever posted.
Yeah, and it's true.
Someone said, God, I miss when people don't care about graphics in games. And you're beating a dead horse at this point.
Yeah,
Beating a dead horse is just slang for, I don't want to hear bad things about my Pokemon games because my Coco is so cute. They weren't based enough to sell it for Sonic Adventure 2.
yeah.
See, those games just like the DLC as well. Just, I don't know. They look so rough, and I'm very interested to see what they're gonna do next year. With
Hey,
this Pokemon remake.
buying or trading in Pokemon Violet for Sonic Adventure 2 is definitely a better decision than buying Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack just because I had a gift card.
You know what? I won't even harp on you too much for the gift card thing. It was funny at the time, but you have been redeemed. You traded in Scarlet or Violet for that, but
Yeah.
no, I can understand why you'd want to get it because there were Nintendo 64 games. It's worth it now.
Yeah, for sure.
But-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually pretty good. Like, There's so many stuff they've been adding to it.
Yeah, and you're a YouTuber, so I think it's fair if you do things like get games or DLC, because if you cover it and persuade people not to get it, the sale they would have lost from you wouldn't matter if you're convincing other people not to get it. Like, I'm sure if I didn't buy Battle League and couldn't review it, more people would have gotten it, but at the same time, I don't want to get the Pokemon DLC because I'm not going to waste my time with something I know I'm going to hate.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, people have, like, well, the thing is, I just think, like, just for your own sanity at this point, like, I think, I don't think you should play, like, too much of that game just for your own sanity, really, because, like, I just, like, that game just, like, I feel like just after, because just because of how, like, draining that game is.
When you were playing it, did you ever feel like you were having a little bit of fun and then you get hit with the performance issues and other issues like the awful mini games, and then you leave just wondering, what the heck did I just play? I didn't even feel that way playing Sticker Star.
Yeah. You know, I'd rather play Sticker Star than play Scarlet and Violet, honestly.
The
I would
frame
rather
rate in
play
that game
Sticker
is
Star.
just so awful. Like, it just doesn't.
And
it
it's
doesn't feel
ugly
as fun.
too.
Yeah.
I'd say it looks worse than Sword and Shield, but you guys need to wish me luck because I am making a video, Sword versus Scarlet. And the good news is, I do have the Scarlet footage. The bad news is I have to go back to Pokemon Sword, so...
Okay, I have a
It's not
boss
as
fight
bad.
here.
But
It's sort of
Reese,
nice.
you did...
A better looking. Oh no, actually, I would say he's actually better looking in a lot of ways.
Did you get the DLC for Sword? Because I remember you didn't. I remember you said it was the biggest waste of money you've ever spent.
Yes, yeah, I did. I remember that.
Ooh, was that bad?
Yeah, because it was, like, pretty boring, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I remember I was thinking of getting it one time, like a long while ago when it came out, and I was like, oh, should I get it? And then I decided not to.
I'm gonna
think
end.
Sword I got for like $30 on Facebook Marketplace.
I'm gonna end the stream after I finish this boss here.
Yeah, Pokemon games go on sale surprisingly fast.
I mean, if you played Scarlet, you're probably going to want to sell it. I'd say selling it for Sonic Adventure 2 is base, but I'd say another good investment if you got Pokemon Scarlet or Violet and you want to get it off your hands. A good investment would be selling it and using that money and giving it to the Completionist. That'd be a better investment. I can't believe that this whole thing happened.
Yeah, well, you see, it's for the collection.
Yeah.
It's for preservation purposes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's it's such a weird thing, especially like, you know, right at the end of the year, and all this stuff kind of happens. At first I felt like, oh, you know, other people, you know, investigating, are they being as like fair to the idea, right? Like what he's doing, but then like as I was hearing more, I'm like, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream after I finish this boss here.
You got two watchers in the game. You gotta have more. How do you get more in the game? Is it better? Is that how you get more audience members or watchers?
I assume it's similar to Thousand Year Door.
I've created 6 worlds for Spigot. World 1 is a forest that leads to a jungle with a Roman-themed temple. World 2 is a giant amusement park and an enormous oasis with an Egyptian theme. World 3 is an underwater metropolis with a beach on the surface. World 4 is a land made of snow and ice cream. Oh, I like that one. World 5 is a volcano that doubles as a mine shaft, and World 6 is, should I tell you? Those are all great ideas. It seems like you have a really cool game going on. I'm gonna subscribe to you.
You know, the one thing I really hope that happens before this year ends, please, the Geometry Dash update. Bob Pub has to complete it. I need it. It's been too
There's
long.
an update? Was this like a long time coming?
Yeah, the game hasn't been updated since 2017.
I like the
Early
boss music here.
2017 at that. So yeah, there hasn't been an update.
Maybe the completionist is behind it, and he's just waiting to release the update when he finds the right time.
Oh, did you hear about they had to remove a cameo of the completionist in, I think it was Sea of Stars?
Yeah, Sea of Stars, yeah.
Also, speaking of Sea of Stars, I wanted to play that game too because it's somewhat based on Mario RPG.
Sea of Stars? Is it like YouTube celebrities in a game?
No. It's it's like it's a cool RPG. And it has like elements of like I think the Xenoblade Chronicles composer has the music for it. So looks like a pretty cool game, and I'm glad it won an award though at the Game Awards. And those were very interesting.
Okay,
I
let's
hope
see.
the completionist thing becomes funny. Like, there's another What if he used it for crack?
It's like he didn't complete the donation, so I guess he isn't the completionist after all. Or he
He's the incompletionist.
He's not unfinished, he's just incomplete. What if it turns out he never completed a single game?
Yeah. And he did. What if he just paid someone to complete them and just used the donation money to do it?
That makes sense. No, what if it's such a minuscule amount, like it's a Game Explain thing, where he finds just unsuspecting gamers, like fans of the channel, like fans DM him like, "Hey Gerard, I'm a big fan of you. I'm currently living in my mom's basement, but you help me through these hard times. Oh, you want to make some money for a new game? Here, if you can beat this game and send the footage my way, you'll get some of the charity money." Charity what? Oh, charity money. I got this from the ice cream store I own. You don't know that ice cream store. Well, that's not the first lie you're gonna hear. You know what? Maybe they should repurpose his cameo as a boss.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? In Sea of Stars, I think he says something about donations in that game. Like his NPC. Like there was actually like a screenshot someone showed where it said like, "I hope you're doing well with those donations" or something like that.
Oh no! He said exactly that. Have you found any new donations?
Oh no! No. It's just it up on later now too. That would have been funny if it was like someone just added that in, but no.
It's in the actual game.
Have you found any new donations to add to my collection? Nice.
Okay, finally defeated this boss here.
So weird.
You know, I kind of want to make a game just to have the completionist as a boss.
Or I could make see if I could mod the completionist in the Paper Mario sticker star with the texture.
Oh wait, actually, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real, that text. I think it may be fake.
Oh,
I think it's actually fake. I think someone
That
just
is-
did that.
that's too good to be true. That
Yeah.
was Go Nintendo who tweeted that, though.
Hmm.
That was Go Nintendo who tweeted it.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
they
a
would
legit.
make that up.
I don't know. I don't.
No,
I
this
don't think
isn't
it's
a parody
legit
account.
thing. Oh yeah,
Another
it's a
thing-
fake thing. He says, "Have you found any new building plans?" That's what it actually.
Oh.
says. And someone just changed the donations a bit. They'll be like, "That's too on the nose. That's too. That's
Yeah.
Too weird." Right? Yeah, it's not a legit thing. Still funny
Wait,
though.
is the game already released?
Receive stars?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it
is
released a-
patching it.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm against censorship like that, where they just remove him because of a current event, but at the same time, if he actually did say, have you found any new donations, I'd just keep that in for the irony. Like, that is more embarrassing than just removing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what'd be
It seems
funny?
like it was just an edited thing because it doesn't.
There's a group
see.
there. Have you heard of Scientology before?
Yeah.
I know it sounds irrelevant, but near me, it's very prevalent. And what they do is they charge you a lot of money to join and just to hear stories and stuff. Like, it's a scam. So I was thinking of making a parody called Gerard the Scientologist, where he audits people and tries or says, or no, he'll audit people to tell them ways to beat a game. Like, he will charge them to find, oh, there's so much. This is a gold mine of comedy material out of something that's just such a weird, unexpected, bizarre situation. Like, we've heard things before that are pretty meme-worthy. Like, do you guys remember when Pro Jared cheated on his wife?
Yeah.
That was kind of funny, but also sad. Game Explain not paying his employees, it's funny because you sound like Andre, but it wasn't funny what happened. But I don't know what it is that makes this so funny. I guess we're not supposed to ever know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe because of the way people are covering it is what makes it funny.
I think so, and just the irony of everything. You guys,
Yeah.
oh, no, that's not true. None of that's true. You guys, a kid at school told me that Santa, the Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, and the elf on the shelf are fake, and it's all your parents. Is this true? No, that's not true. All of those are the completions. He's all of them. He gets your gifts with the donation money.
Yeah.
Do you know the saving system in Born of Bread is pretty funny. Basically, there's this one character who sends a bunch of routers out on balloons throughout the world, and that's how you save. You use the routers to save. Like because he has this one character has a live stream during your battles, so it's.
That'd be cool.
I think I'm gonna end the stream in a minute here. So, yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching the stream. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server if you want to. Stay perky!